It's in the hallway.
It's a nice welcome. That hallway.
People like it.
Hold down the noise, please.
Well, you described the pass to Bolden there in the fourth quarter, and just what it's like to have a receiver who can take a hit like that downfield.
I mean, he's proven time and time again that he's a reliable receiver, and I mean, he's always a person that's going to make big plays, and he did right there for his team.
He described how easy it was, or it seemed on opening drive, to score that first touchdown, but then it didn't seem to work until toward the fourth quarter.
What was your question?
Can you explain how it seemed so easy to score early and then not throughout the game until like the fourth?
We had successful plays on the first drive. We had a play here and there on other drives that weren't successful and set us back.
Colin, this was the first time this season that the first-team offense has scored a touchdown in the fourth quarter. Just something that you guys can use as a springboard confidence-wise these last 5 games into the playoffs?
It was, I mean, now was a good time to have it. So we're going to need more of those moving forward.
Why do you think it worked this time and it hasn't worked before, the fourth quarter drive you needed?
I think the biggest thing is we made plays. Anquan made a huge play, got the 15 on top of that. Carlos was running hard, Frank was running well. Our offensive line did a great job.
When you have a game like this, and you've been where it's a sort of a struggle, anything about yourself or about the team? I mean, the game, obviously, 16 games, you're never going to play perfect, and the other team imperfect every game. But do you find something else in a game like this?
That this team's going to fight. We're going to fight to the end and do whatever it takes to try to get a win.
We just talked to Anquan, and he's always been a leader by his actions, but he's even said he's been a little more vocal in his leadership right now. What are some of the things that he said to this offense or to you personally during this stretch since a bye week?
We're going to keep that in-house.
You made the pregame address to the group before you came back in after the warm-up. How did that come to happen? Why did you decide to do that? And what did that mean to you?
I mean, Pat wasn't here today, and I mean, everyone told me to step up, so I did. I mean, to me, it's a big honor that your teammates want to hear from you before the game.
Can you share with us what it was about?
Let's win.
Okay. Did you enjoy doing that? Can you see you doing it again?
That'll be up to my teammates.
Who's it that taps you to do that? Oh.
Today it was Bo.
3 wins in a row now. Does this give you guys the momentum you want going into this big Seattle game?
I mean, we're just taking it one game at a time, trying to make sure we win the next one.
You know, I was talking to Bruce. He said he thought the reason the fourth quarter drive worked this time like it has before, it's been a matter of preciseness, exactness, getting details right. So on that drive, that last drive, what do you think was the most precise, exact thing that happened?
I think there are things on every play that have to happen for us to be successful. So you can't say it was one thing on one play.
Well, you've been a big fan of the atmosphere in this stadium, and some people have said maybe it's a little quieter. Did you like the atmosphere today? Do you think it needs to get louder maybe for the next game?
I think it was great.
Can you describe Carlos Hyde's touchdown run and what you saw and getting the ball down?
Had an opening inside, ran through, I think it was a backer's shoulder, ended up in the end zone. Great run by him, great job by the offensive line.
The sequence at the end of the first half was interesting. Did you figure out what was going to happen there, and did that but that play, you know, was pretty interesting. Could you describe the whole business there?
I mean, we get the play calls when we get the play calls, and we do what we can with them.
Did you like that play call?
It worked.
Oh, no Vance McDonald to start the game, and then Derek Carrier gets hurt as well. When you guys are short on tight ends like that, how do you deal with it? How does that affect the offense?
There's certain things we can't do when we don't have 2 tight ends, but I mean, we work things to make sure we're able to run our offense still.
All right. Colin, did you hear that Turlock High beat Pittman High at the Harvest Bowl? I had to ask you.
I don't believe it.